Car's ready. Now we are all packed and ready for a big trip into the middle of Awangi National Park. We head off, but on the way out, we have one last visit to make. I'm on my way to something called the Lion Encounter, which is a really controversial project, but I want to keep an open mind. I don't know what to expect. The Lion Encounter offers opportunities to get up close and personal with lions in a fenced reserve. These lions aren't wild, but they have the same instincts as any lion, so I have to be careful.
Standard rules in the bush: don't run, don't panic. Try and keep behind the lions at all times, never get in front of them. Once you're in front of them, you actually turn your back to them. That's at your weakest point. They are ambush predators, so they rely on the element of surprise, and they can surprise you a lot easier if they're behind you than if they're in front of you. So that's about it. Should we head off and walk with some lions?
Well, I think I'm just about ready, Nathan. Let's go for it.
Okay.
It doesn't take us long to find the lions. And unlike wild lions, these are really not scared of humans. Nathan tells me that this is part of an initiative to increase wild lion populations.
It's not these guys that are going to go into the true wilds, purely because they're not scared of people. But they then reproduce and have their own litter of cubs, which have no human interaction. And it's that generation of lions that goes into the wild.
So basically, these lions here will never be released into the wild. They are too habituated to people and would struggle in a wild environment. Their cubs might stand a chance, although this is still a trial. But what an opportunity! You wouldn't ever push it this close to a wild lion. And I'm about to push my luck even further. You may be thinking, should I be interacting this way with what is supposed to be a wild animal? Well, I'll talk about this later. So I can be firm, yeah? Yeah. This is probably the only chance I'll be able to see a lion this close. Whew. I had to try and maintain my calmness, but actually it's slightly in my heart. It was beating a lot quicker.
It is, eh? I mean, they're big animals.
Projects like the Lion Encounter offer an amazing opportunity for tourists. But how ethical are they, really?
We've been walking lions for a long time. In fact, we're the longest organisation to walk with lions. Since we've been doing it, others have opened up that don't have very ethical end results for their lions. Links with a terrible practice known as canned hunting. Lions get bred just to be shot, and while they're being brought up, they're being used to make money, much like this. So we're at the forefront of trying to get places like those shut down.
Being this close to a lion gave me a chance to take in all its features and really appreciate how powerful these animals are.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, cheers. I don't think I'll need the stick anymore.
No, not in
Awangi. Okay, cheers. All right, see you later.
Good to meet you.
But I couldn't help thinking there are some unanswered questions here. My mind is in two ways. It was an amazing experience just to get really close up to lions. And in some ways, lots of people will be able to do that just like they go to the zoo. Experiencing an animal up close can make you more connected to that animal, and then in the future want to help save them and conserve them. I can see how it's controversial because we're talking about wild animals being kept in captivity. So once these lions get too old and too powerful, they can't be around people anymore. Like, what happens to the lions over 2 or 3 years of age? My overall thoughts is really, I think there's better ways to help with conservation of lions. If you want to support lion conservation, you should help projects that help lions that are already in the wild. I now needed to get the thrill of being among wild lions. I want to track wild lions on foot. What better way than getting right into the middle of Awangi National Park, home of Cecil's pride.